Today is the 26th day of the 12th month, the 9th year of Channel Group, January 28, 2022. To begin our day, let's offer our respect and gratitude to our Heavenly Parent and true parents of heaven, earth, and all humankind. 천진 참부모님께 경배. 바로 let us recite 가족맹세.
가정맹세 1. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 본향 땅을 찾아 본연의 창조 이상인 지상천국과 천상천국을 창건할 것을 맹세하나이다. 2. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님을 모시어 천주의 대표적 가정이 되며 중심적 가정이 되어 가정에서는 효자, 국가에서는 충신, 세계에서는 성인, 천주에서는 성자의 가정의 도리를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 3. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 4대 심정권과 3대 왕권과 황족권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 4. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님의 창조 이상인 천주 대가족을 형성하여 자유와 평화와 통일과 행복의 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 5. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 매일 주체적 천상세계와 대상적 지상세계의 통일을 향해 전진적 발전을 촉진화할 것을 맹세하나이다. 6. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님의 대신 가정으로서 천운을 움직이는 가정이 되어 하늘의 축복을 주변에 연결시키는 가정을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 7. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 본연의 혈통과 연결된 위하는 생활을 통하여 심정 문화 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 8. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 천일국 시대를 맞이하여 절대신앙, 절대사랑, 절대복종으로 신인의 일체 이상을 이루어 지상천국과 천상천국의 해방권과 석방권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Now for the opening prayer to be led by Sister Grace Onyas.
Please join me in my prayer. Good morning, beloved parents and friends of heaven and earth. Thank you very much for this wonderful morning that you give all of us opportunity of life to keep on moving forward with different great deliverance, family, deliverance, all of brothers and sisters that they can deliverance, especially you and before we start our day with deliverance, we would like to ask for your guidance and deliverance for us to be guided throughout this day. Deliverance, your word of inspiration, deliverance that we have keep moving forward with this guide with our channel leader and all of the families, leaders here, and also bless them with the brothers and sisters who are joining here in our morning devotion with the friends for us to everyone to be successful for this day. Thank you very much for your goodness, all of us are really grateful and thankful for this. God bless always with the friends to keep on moving forward always with the friends for your really friends. Thank you very much for everything. This I pray for many grace of the second generation member of my family.
Aju. Thank you so much for that sincere prayer. Now let us offer our unison prayer. Aju, Aju, Aju. Let us offer our morning greetings. Good morning, Heavenly Parents and True Parents. Good morning to our national leader, to all our leaders here in Zoom, our elders, our brothers and sisters. Good morning, welcome po. Will be read by our sister Victoria Uñas.
Good morning, brothers and sisters. Good morning, Heavenly Parents to parents. For today's conductor reading, Mother of Peace, a memoir by Hak Jahan. Chapter 7. Today's growing pain brings tomorrow's sunshine. My mother had experienced happy when the degree program at Sungwa University gained government accreditation, and she had remained conscious until the day of the accreditation ceremony. As I put my arms around her, she opened her eyes for a brief moment. She stared at me quietly and then gently closed them. That was our last farewell in this life. To honor my mother's ascension, one distant relative who came to pay respect was a former president of Korea University, Dr. Hong Il-sik. Since the 1970s, he had wanted to create a Chinese-Korean dictionary, but no one in the government sector or any university would provide the needed support. When my husband and I learned of his vision, we were inspired and offered support. It, it was only later, as the relationship between Korea and China developed, the Korea recognized the value of his work. I was pleased when at later date, Dr. Hong accepted my invitation to chair the Sun Hak Peace Prize Committee. Songhua University's root go back to 1972. We set in foundation when we opened the Unification Theological Seminary at the Guri Jonggang Training Center in Gyeonggi-do. It was more than 20 years later in 1994. The Songhua University went international with a name Sunmoon University. Its motto, Sunmoon is creating heaven and earth, reflecting the university's belief that through God-centered education, people can impact the world. My husband and I always supported the advancement of learning as an intrinsic good. There were many there were times where we faced difficulties due to miscon- misconception that the Unification Church had objectives that would compromise the school's academic integrity. But our goal simply was to provide highest quality education possible. We frequently invited celebrated scholars in all fields to deliver lectures. Sometimes we would spend tens of thousands of dollars for just an hour of expert training for our students. Father Moon respected the professor, although he really disliked it if they neglected the personal teacher-student dynamic in their classes. He emphasized that a professor student, not his or her academic colleagues or his or the student's administration, are the proper one to evaluate a professor's performance. Sunmoon University has gradually built an outstanding student body that, in terms of nationality, is the most diverse of all Korean universities. Recently,
It is received the highest rating in the several evaluations and has been awarded several government-sponsored research projects. It is tradition-oriented institution of higher learning and significant influence. Just as a tree with deep roots grow well, university develop best when they stand on solid principle and academic research. Sanmon University set high standards for its professor, and the lights in their office are often on deep into the night as they interact with the fellow scholars around the world. It is not common for online conference to continue until dawn. Sanmon University, Asan City, Korea. Sanmon University is an outward-looking institution with a careful design and wide-ranging curricula. Its purpose is not for Korea alone, it is for the world. Our aim is to instill people with a global perspective, enabling them to meet the ever-evolving needs to businesses and society. I would like to develop Sanmon University into the world's foremost institution of higher education so that young graduates can tell the world with confidence. I graduated from Sanmon University. These young people will serve a global leaders. Its theology department in particular will cultivate its students to become teachers who can in turn train leaders and around the world. Studying God's word is as important as graduating from a good university, finding a good job, and supporting one's family and community. We need to understand there is an eternal world in heaven. Diamond sparkles whenever they are. The new generation are like diamonds that will shine brilliantly whenever they may go. Today our movement has schools around the world, from kindergartens to graduate school. One is the Unification Theological Seminary established in 1975 with interreligious faculty, Catholic, Protestant, Greek, Orthodox, Jewish, and Confucians, as well as Unificationists. Under the leadership of Dr. David S. C. Kim and Dr. On Kim. Its Barrytown campus served as the base for the new Ecumenical Research Association and give rise to interdenominational conference for clergy, the Youth Seminar on World Religions, and Assembly of the World's Religions. Today, UTS is going strong as if the Mid-Manhattan campus.
Thank you so much po. Good morning to our most beloved heavenly parents and true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. To our leaders and also brothers and sisters, good morning. My name is Arika Jacob. Today I would like to share my 10 points of gratitude. First, I'm so very thankful and grateful to our three parents who are always enlighten us for the better future. Second, to my parents who give me a chance to live in the physical world and to see the beautiful creation of God. Third, I'm so very grateful and thankful for the gift of life to continue living, fighting, and surviving. Fourth, to HPHC for the warm welcome and to teach the balanced education and also become my second home. Fifth, to all leaders who are always there to guide, teach, and reminding our portion of responsibilities. Six, to the teachers for not surrendering in teaching for the brighter future of the students. Seven, to my brothers and sisters for their strong commitment. Eight, to my batchmate, never give up and keep fighting. Konting tiis na lang, graduate na tayo. Then 9, to my ancestors who are guiding us above. 10, and especially I'm so grateful and thankful for all of us who are attending today to our morning devotion. Thank you so much po.
Thank you so much. Ayan. Thank you so much, Mr. Erica. Next, to render offering song, it will be offered by Sister Mariela Dalauta with their rendition of One Day. so much. Wow, thank you so much for that wonderful rendition of one day plus that lots of positivity. So now, if you have received that offering song, again, let's give a round of applause. Now for our spiritual food, our internal guidance, let's welcome our ever hardworking national leader. Let us give it a round for our Reverend Dr. Leo Angelo Halo.
Thank you very much to our sister Jamie. Thank you. I would like to greet our Heavenly Parent and True Parents. Good morning, our beloved Heavenly Parent and beloved True Parents of Heaven, Earth, and all humankind. To all our beloved leaders who are joining us, to all our Chondo families, the Central families, beloved brothers and sisters, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Welcome once again to our National Morning Devotion. So today we'll be completing the 7th 40-day condition. Yeah, thank you for joining us. Thank you very much to our IPLC family for hosting today's morning devotion. Yeah, really very inspiring offering song today. So maraming salamat to our sister who offered this very beautiful offering song. And also for the 10 points of gratitude, everyone who have participated, maraming salamat for taking a part for this morning. So I would like to share today I will be sharing another topic. So I'll be sharing this topic entitled "A Life That Finds Hope Through Faith." And these days, really, it's very important. Many situations, including the corona pandemic, so many situations in our life. So it's very, very important to always, have that hope. So Father said that our life, can find hope through faith. So our faith is truly important. Mother is telling us, always believe in True Mother as long as True Mother is here, right? So we are truly grateful. So let us study together this guidance of our beloved parents. True Father said we need to struggle endlessly and strive to realize our ideals. A person of faith should pray with a public mind for a greater cause. Then how can such work unfold horizontally? We should not merely daydream about this. We need creative ventures that can make it real. Hence, as people of faith, we need to struggle endlessly with our environment and strive to realize our ideals through innovative lives. A life of faith means the way of the greatest pioneer, the way of the greatest warrior, and the way of the greatest evangelist. Such achievements lead to the way of the greatest victor. This is the life of faith we must lead. So actually, I'm really inspired with the words of our beloved two parents. We are people of faith, right? But also Father mentioned even in the last days, even people of faith will be challenged. Even us, living with this kind of life, we learn the divine principle. For some, maybe a decade ago, some for 2 decades, 3 decades, 4 decades, long time ago. Some just, short time, they learned the principle. But, when we started to learn and receive true parents, then our life completely changed. And then we started really living a life of faith. But Father mentioned that, during this time, in the last days, especially the final time, everybody is being challenged. Many things are happening, in our environment that, many people are really losing hope. Even, people that are seemingly faithful, they even lose hope. So this is the situation, right? That's why we need to continue to struggle. Who on earth is not struggling? Everybody is struggling. Our true mothers is struggling to realize God's ideal. True mother is struggling that in her lifetime needs to realize God's ideal completely before going to the spiritual world. This is what true mother, is desiring. So, we don't know how much true mother is, really striving, also struggling to really realize this and really fulfill the promise to Heavenly Parent and to our beloved true Father. So everybody is struggling. So we need actually to continue to struggle, right? Father said a life of faith means this is the way of greatest pioneer. We need to continue to find, we need to pioneer places. And then the way of the greatest warrior in whatever situations, never giving up, continue to fight. And then the way of greatest evangelist. We continue to reach out people and then, teach them well, right? And evangelize, people. So this is the way of a person of faith. So sabi ni Father, such achievements lead to the way of the greatest victor. So this is the life of faith we must lead. That's why we have to really, challenge despite the difficulties and situations that we are facing now, right? We have to really, always find hope with our faith in whatever situations is very, very important, especially this time. Aju? And then we always need to pray with a public mind, sabi ni Father dito. So we should not merely daydream about this. We need creative ventures that can make it real. So we need to struggle continuously, find a way continuously, right? In order for us to realize our ideals. Aju, and then in order for us to really realize God's ideal, kingdom of heaven and earth. That's why everyone is struggling. No one is not struggling. Everybody is struggling, but we are struggling to fulfill our responsibility, right? To become the person that really will going to accomplish God's expectation because God entrusted us our mission. Whatever we are doing now, wherever we are assigned to, this is not only, we didn't choose these positions and responsibilities that we have now. It is Heavenly Parent who appointed us, who assigned us, right? So we need to continue to pioneer Heavenly Parents, find a way through us to accomplish His will. That's why we have to continue. So we need to always have hope, centering on our faith. Aju? And then we can become greatest victor, Father said. Aju? So we must lead such a life. True Father said we need to believe in ourselves, have hope, and love ourselves. We should believe in ourselves, place our hope in ourselves, and love ourselves. So we can say to God, Dear God, please accept my love, please rejoice at my hope and in my faith. When I do so, God should be able to respond, yes, this is the aim of our faith, the purpose of our hope, and the reason we long for love. If we achieve this, we will meet the Lord, and thereafter, we will live with Him. So it's very important. That's why many people, they started to lose everything, and especially their belief in themselves. That's why sabi ni Father dito, we need to believe in ourselves, have hope, and love ourselves. Sometimes because of many situations, right? We tend to, we are losing our belief sa sarili natin, yung tiwala natin sa sarili natin. Can I really do this? Can I really fulfill this? Can I really accomplish this? Many situations are coming from internal, from external, all, directions. A lot of, people, really, true parents experience all these things. All the persecutions, all the rejections, they were persecuted, they were rejected by many people, not only, outside people, even, people inside our community, many things are happening. Sometimes we started to lose, our belief in our own self, our hope. But Father is saying, we need to believe in ourselves, place our hope in ourselves and love ourselves. So we can say to God, Dear God, please accept my love. Please rejoice at my hope and my faith. So when I do so, Father said, God should be able to say and respond, yes. So this is the aim of our faith, the purpose of our hope, and the reason we long for love. So Father said, if we achieve this, then we will meet the Lord, and then thereafter we will live with Him. Aju? So it's really very important. Don't be down with, with all these things that, are being experienced by us in this time, especially many situations, right? try to destroy our determination, right? But just, move on and go on with a grateful heart continuously. And, continue to maintain a heart of love, not, make resentments or, to other people, anybody, with the situations that we are in. Just continue. Believe in yourself. Father said, have hope and love yourself. Aju. And then continue in this journey, because Heavenly Parent and True Parents is always with us. True Mother really told us, as long as I am here, right? Don't worry. Just continue while True Mother is here. Aju, let's just really believe and really unite completely with our beloved True Mother. Let's carry out, and really for sure we will become victorious. Father said, the issue is whether you can go forward with absolute faith and obedience to God. So the issue lies not in the small mistakes you make here and there, but in whether you can go forward with absolute faith and obedience to God. If you do not have results, take heart and have hope. Having hope requires absolute faith and a record of striving to achieve results. Representing all men in the world, I have to overcome a path of tribulation greater than that experienced by anyone in history. So our true parents, they are really our ultimate model and example, who have shown us exactly every step of the way. They are the victors of the heaven and earth, right? They have accomplished everything. They have overcome any situation in their life. They have overcome any situations more than anyone that have lived on earth in history. So sabi ni Father dito, what is the issue? Where's the issue? And what is really the serious thing? Sabi ni Father, the issue lies not in the small mistakes you make here and there. So as we go through, we have small mistakes. We are not perfect yet. We are going, this way. So, but Father said, the issue doesn't lie there. With the small mistakes, your limitations, not lie there. But whether you can go forward with absolute faith and obedience to God. This is the most important. Are we going through with absolute faith and obedience to our Heavenly Parent? Sometimes our own mind coming in, right? This is the problem. So that's why we cannot, continue with absolute faith. We started to doubt. We started to question. This is the problem. So sabi ni Father, if you do not have results, take heart and have hope. Sometimes, don't be frustrated. You are doing your best, you are trying your best, but no results yet. Sabi ni Father, take time and have hope. Do not lose hope. Once you lose hope, you lose everything, right? That's why sabi ni Father, if you don't have results, just, take time, take heart and have hope. Just continue. Having hope requires absolute faith and a record of striving to achieve results and striving to achieve results. So it's very, very important. The issue is not, our limitations and shortcomings, small mistakes that we are committing along the way, but the serious issue is whether you are really going forward with absolute faith and obedience to our Heavenly Parent. Aju, this is very important. To our true parents, then to true parents representatives, your leaders, your elders guiding you, right? So we need to keep that. This is the most important, this lifeline, absolute faith towards Heavenly Parent. This is the most important more than anything else. Sometimes, because of our own thinking or our own mind and our own emotions and feelings, ito lang na nakikita natin sometimes, right? So we have to always, reflect and think about, am I really, giving my absolute faith and obedience to our Heavenly Parent? This is the most serious thing, Father said. Father said, I came with authority certified by the spiritual and physical worlds. So I came with the authority certified by the spiritual and physical worlds, but you did not, Father said. Hence, if you have no accomplishments, you can get by with faith. What kind of faith should it be? It cannot be self-centered faith that is pleasing only to you. Even if you accomplish the will with such faith, God will not like it. So, this is the difference between us and true parents. Father said he came with the authority of certified by the physical and spiritual world. But tayo, We're not. Right? So only true parents, certified by the physical and spiritual world. Pero tayo, we are not, kaya sabi ni Father, hence if you don't have accomplishments, you can get by with faith. Kaya nga, when we started, especially, right, we are all, we all were the same when we joined and started to do something, right? But still, even how much we try, still, many things are not going well in accordance to heaven's desire and also our desire. Sometimes that's the time people started to become depressed. They lose hope. Why, I'm doing my best, but it's still like this, my situation. So sabi ni Father, if you don't have accomplishments, you can get by with faith. Still, continue. Believe. Just move on continuously. So we need to really have strong faith. Pero anong sabi ni Father dito, what kind of faith should it be? It cannot be self-centered faith that is pleasing only to you. You're just doing, on your own. That is not the way, right? You want to insist everything on your own. That is not the way, right? So you have to really clearly and, see the situations in every situations in our life. That is happening, right? So a faith that is not only centered on our own self. So Father said, even if you accomplish the will with such faith, God will not like it. So even though you think, maybe you're thinking, yeah, I'm doing this is the right thing, I need to carry this out. But if it's only pleasing to you, Father said, even if you accomplish the will with such a faith, God will not like it. So it doesn't matter, kala natin, we are doing the right thing, this is the right thing, but if only you are doing it for your own self, even Heavenly Parent will not like it, Father said. Aju, that's why it's very important where our faith centered on. Our motivation. This is very, very important in our life of faith. Father said here, the more you insist on doing things on your own way, the more you distance yourself from God. So the more you insist on doing things on your own way, the more you distance yourself from God and from me. It is not right to say, I will do what I like and not what I dislike. God has to like what you do. That is where the real issue lies. So the same applies to me. This is why I exhort you to have faith. Even though you may not practice it as you should, if you believe, you can get by. So very, very important. Really our faith, more than also, result is important, what we are doing, but really, where our faith centered on. Sometimes we are just overwhelmed with what we are doing. We are doing a lot of things. I'm a great person, like this, like that. Then if only you are insisting doing your own thing, you're not even listening, you just keep on doing what you wanted to do, then God will not like it. So that is the real issue. You cannot let, God just naturally, God will be the one who will like what you are doing. That's why anong sabi ni Father, if you continue to insist on doing things on your own way, the more you distance yourself from God and from me. This is what Father is telling us. Sometimes we are, too passionate of doing things, but if it's centered on our own self, then no meaning. Heavenly Parent will not like it. Sabi ni Father, so our faith should be centering on God. That's why sabi ni Father, this is why I exhort you to have faith. Even though you may not practice it as you should, if you believe, you can get by. So it's not really easy actually to practice substantially. But sa anong sabi ni Father dito? Even if we are not really, practicing it as we should, exactly as long as you believe. And then you center everything you're doing to Heavenly Parent, you can get by. So do not just insist, this is the right thing. This is what we should do. Right? If you continue to insist what you are doing, what you think is correct, what you think is right, the more you distance yourself from God and from true parents. This is what Father is saying. Aju, it's very important for us, to really think about every one of us, right? So what am I doing is really centering on our Heavenly Parent? Otherwise, even though we are doing, but if it's really not centering on Heavenly Parent, the more we become distant to our Heavenly Parent, the more we become distant to our beloved true parents. That's why if we just try, go the right path, even a lot of limitations and shortcomings, but continue, moving forward and, never doubting, continuously believing. Then Father said, you can get by. Aju, we can get by, brothers and sisters. That's why we just need to continue. Never doubt, right? Never, when we are in difficult situations, never accuse or people, right? But just continue and continue to believe. Then you can get by. Aju, this is truly amazing thing, especially during this time, many situations in our life, as individual, in our families, in our centers, everywhere, many situations, right? But very important guidance of true parents. Just, really keep our faith and really, do your best, do our best. And then slowly, as long as we keep the right path, we can get by. Aju, let's just move on continuously. Father said, you need to absolutely believe in my words. Unification Church members absolutely need to believe in my words. They need to seek hope and faith as they did in the past. In those days, members may not have known the entire providence yet. They move forward, filled with hope and longing for love. So even if you are unable to reach a certain place on your path, you can still believe in my words. Have faith in God's love and advance according to my guidance. There is no other way. You need to go through this course. That's why, absolutely, we really need to believe with the words of Heavenly Parent and our true parents. Even sabi ni Father dito, so even if you are unable to reach a certain place on your path, you can still believe in my words, have faith in God's love, and advance according to my guidance. That's why don't be frustrated, if things are really not happening in accordance to your expectation, accordance to Heavenly Parents' expectation. As long as, you are trying your best, doing your best, just always keep the faith. Aju, one day you will be victorious. You will accomplish whatever you want to accomplish, especially if you are really doing that very clearly for Heavenly Parents, for true parents. Aju, that's why in accordance to true parents' guidance. So sabi ni Father, there is no other way. You need to go through this course. There's no other way for us. That's why really how to maintain a happy heart, a grateful heart as we go through this life, as we go through this course, right? This is very, very important. And then absolutely believe in the words of true parents, in the words of Heavenly Parent. Aju, this is really the way to become a great victor, sabi ni Father. So let's continue to find ways, really keep always the spirit of pioneer. This is what Father was telling us a while ago, right? Try to always find way to break through any situations, and then we will become the greatest victor. Aju, Aju. So true Father said, you need to pass through 7 stages to reach God. So even if you may be victorious on the individual and family levels and receive God's blessing on those levels, you must keep going through the levels of the tribe, people, nation, world, and cosmos. Overall, you need to go up through 7 levels. You need to pass through 7 stages to reach God. So there are 7 summits altogether. To reach God, we must have absolute faith in God. So whatever God orders, we must absolutely obey. So it's really very important. It's not enough to become victorious individually in our family. But Father said, we have to go up to the 7 levels until we reach God, until we reach Heavenly Parent. Aju, that's why even after we establish, even we receive the blessing, we have our children, we have our family, never ends there. That is just a step to move to higher level, to go to the tribe, right? So that's why until we reach Heavenly Parent, until everything is settled, that is the only time. That's why sabi ni Father, there are 7 summits altogether. So to reach God, we must have absolute faith in God. So in order for us to reach God, so it's not enough we already settle down individually or family level, actually even tribe, but it's not easy. We are now on the tribal level. We have to set up at least this is minimum condition true parents have given us. But our mind, to accomplish this, always thinking of our nation, thinking of the world, right? Our mind should always be on the higher level, right? So reaching Heavenly Parent, completely liberating Heavenly Parent. Aju? So that's why in order to carry this out, sabi ni Father, and then whatever Heavenly Parents ask us to do, we must absolutely obey. That's why it's very, very important. The providence is advancing very fast, right? Sometimes there are changes happening. Most important, we have to keep our absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience. Once we lose this, really, we will lose the path. Once we lose this. Kaya sometimes there are changes, there are many things happening. If we lose this, we will going to lose the way. That's why in whatever situation, whatever challenges we are experiencing now, once we keep this really vertical relationship, vertical line, we will get by any situation. We can overcome any situation. Aju? That's why, in the individual, in the family, the same is true as we move forward. Educating our tribe, establishing really a heavenly tribe. We have to really keep, most importantly, our absolute faith, right, to our Heavenly Parent. Aju? And we must really absolutely obey. Our obedience, the most important. Aju? That's why truly this time is very important in our life as we are facing a lot of challenges, many situations this time. So really, Heavenly Parents is the one guiding us, right? Heavenly Parents is always with us. Our true parents, our true mother now is leading the way very clearly for us. All we need to do is actually just follow absolutely and try our best, struggle to carry out our responsibility every day. Struggle to, accomplish what is being asked from us, right? This is our life. So we have a very clear way to go. True Parents is leading us, sabi ni Father, you are very lucky. Why? Because I go this way following God, an invisible being. But you are going this way following God, an invisible being, and then following me, True Parents, visible being. We can see True Parents. True Mother is with us. Can you imagine how lucky we are going this way? But True Parents, True Father, True Mother, they have gone this way, only following invisible Heavenly Parent. But us, we have Heavenly Parent, we have True Parents, we have our elders who have gone this way before us, our leaders who are guiding us, right? It's very, very important. So can you imagine if we just keep absolute faith, absolute love, absolute obedience, no doubt everyone will become victorious. No doubt everyone will become victorious. Already the way have been paved. Already the way have been paved. So we have to reach the 7 levels. To reach this, what is the key? Our absolute faith to Heavenly Parent, our absolute love, our absolute obedience. If we keep this in our life, no doubt we will be victorious. That's why in this time of challenges and difficulties, we have to go back, right, where we have started. Our first motivation, very important. President Tori was saying, our first motivation, especially those who really joined to really become full-time. Naging full-time talaga immediately. When they learned the principle, immediately they became full-time. Right? Because some brothers and sisters, maybe they joined through schools. They joined through martial arts. Right? They joined through different ways. But for those who immediately joined, when they started to listen, immediately become full-time, please remember what is our first motivation. Right? And then please keep that first motivation. Let's hold on to that. Whatever situations we are facing in our life, we can all overcome. With our faith to Heavenly Parent, with our absolute faith, love, and obedience, everyone can be victorious. So let's really march forward today with even greater determination and really accomplish what really heaven wanted us to accomplish. This really always, be careful with how we are going in this life, right? Always really keep this vertical alignment. This is our lifeline where God's blessing can come down. So once we are cut off in this alignment, even how much we try, blessing cannot be given to us, right? Because there is like a pipe where the blessing is passing through in order for people to receive, like the water. If you don't have a pipe in your house, you cannot receive water, right? So there is, for like Manila water in this area, in other areas, there is a pipe. So you are receiving water because there is a pipe going to you, right? So as long as you have that pipe, so what is the pipe in our life of faith? This is our alignment. This is our alignment. This is our verticality, where the blessing comes. Even how much you try, if you are not connected to the pipe, then you can never receive anything. That's why we have to always keep this absolute faith, absolute love, and then absolute obedience. Then we can be victorious. Aju, so with this guidance of true parents today, really, please don't doubt. Heaven is with us. Heavenly parents, true parents, our true mother. With the help of your leaders and our elders, then we all can get by, and then we will all become victorious. Aju, then we can all become sons and daughters that can really make our heavenly parent proud of. We are all heavenly treasures, right? So we have to really, strive to really accomplish what heaven asks us to accomplish. Aju, so with this, let's really offer greater victory. Let's be victorious in whatever we are doing in our missions, and really bring joy and happiness to our heavenly parents and true parents. Let's offer our gratitude to heavenly parents and true parents. Thank you very much. And thank you, beloved brothers and sisters. May heavenly parents' love and blessings be always upon you and your families. Please stay safe and healthy. Maraming salamat po.
Yes, thank you so much po, our national leader, for that very inspiring and very important message to us. So again, if we receive God and True Parents Awards, let's give it up for our God and True Parents. Thank you so much for that. Now for our reflection, the first will be given by our brother, Nino Rosal.
First of all, I would like to offer my gratitude to Heavenly Parent and True Parents, and I would like to offer my respect to all our leaders, elders, blessed central families, brothers and sisters. Good morning po. Today, I would like to point out po about the lecture of our national leader today about if you do not have results, have hope and faith. I once read True Parents' word that goes like this: in doing our mission, it doesn't like True Parent is not actually looking for our results, but looking at our heart in doing it. Therefore, in everything that we are doing, we really need to put sincerity on it. It depends on our hearts in doing the things that we are doing for our mission. So that's why we really need to be joyful in doing the things like for the providence, doing our mission, frontline missions, so that whatever struggles we have, whatever problems we may face in the front line and in our life, will continue on moving forward. And also, as what it is stated, that the more you insist on doing things your own way, the more you distance yourself from God. That is why our leaders keep on telling us that we really need to avoid complaining, because complain is really poisonous to our spirit. That's why true father, our true parent, is always telling us to have an absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience to our loving heavenly parents and true parents. It's because without an absolute faith, how can we have absolute hope? So the main requirements of hope is we need to have this kind of absolute faith towards God. That's why our life of faith means the the way of the greatest warrior, so that we could be able to become the greatest victor. So we really need to become a heavenly soldiers who can really defend God and defend true parents, and also work for the advancement or the providence. That's why our really main mission is how we are going to settle this within ourselves, this kind of absolute faith, this kind of absolute love and absolute obedience, to our loving heavenly parents and true parents. We know that we are all sons and daughters of God. However, I can really ask this question within myself, that what kind of relationship do I have towards God? What kind of level of relationship, if God is my parent, how much like this kind of level of relationship do I have towards God and towards a loving true parents? That is why through understanding, experiencing God's heart, we become closer with Him, and we become closer with our true parents. That is why sometimes it is really true that we see, to say that one, lackings to our leaders. However, as what true parents said, we really need to have an absolute obedience toward them. It's because our leaders represents true parents. If we really obey and absolutely to our true parents, how can we not obey to our leaders? That is why it is really not good to complain. It is really not good to say bad words to our leaders. I once read this through parents word that it's okay to complain as long as it is for the public good. But if you complain centering in yourself, then it is not good. That's why it is really poisonous to our spirit to complain. So an absolute obedience is really the way how we are going to unite with God's heart, how we are going to understand God's heart and unite absolutely with our leaders are as our rebels. So maybe that could be helpful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So much for that sincere reflection. Now for our second reflector, let us welcome our sister Ruelin Sepulveda.
Good morning, our Heavenly Father and victorious true parents. Good morning, leaders, fellow brothers and sisters. In my reflection, studying in HPLC is visioning and enlighten my mind to know the real meaning and purpose of life. By knowing our true parents, our true heavenly parents, our beloved school taught me many things to apply and realize. Following the words and preaches of Heavenly Father is a privilege and opportunity to become victorious in life. Thank you.
Sister Ruelin, for that short and concise reflection. Now for the final guidance or news announcement, it will be given by headquarters.
Good morning to all our leaders, brothers, and sisters. Here are the news and announcements. This is to inform everyone about the next schedule of Chonbo Leaders School class with Professor Gil, Session 5, on January 29, 2022 at 8 p.m. Manila time. For queries, please contact Ms. Crystal Parason. Next, the Bless Family Department organized a 2022 Blessing Candidates Meet and Greet for first and second generation Blessing candidates via Zoom this coming January 29 at 7 p.m. To register, please contact your local BFD coordinators. And this coming January 30 at 7 p.m., there will be a one-day starting family seminar with the title Better Together. Young blessed couples and not so young couples are invited to join. There is a registration fee of 210 pesos. For more information, please contact the National BFD at 0998-480-5256 or email at bfdfields3@gmail.com. Next, there will be a National Sunday School for Prep to junior high school students this coming Sunday, January 30, 2022 at 9 a.m. For more information or to register, please contact Mrs. Kai Halog at 0967-246-9149. And next, the Universal Peace Federation Asia Pacific will convene a series of virtual Think Tank 2022 forums from February 1 to 3, 2022 with the theme Reunification of the Korean Peninsula and World Peace. We encourage all leaders and blessed families to invite your close VIPs and high-level people in your community. You can request an invitation letter to your local UPF coordinators or regional leaders. Or you can share the event announcement to our official UPF Philippines Facebook page. You can also register by scanning the QR code shown on your screen, or you can ask for the registration link to your local regional leaders. And next, the National Education Department will have another 7-day series Divine Principle Seminar on February 1 to 7 with 210 registration fee, and 12-day series Divine Principle Seminar from February 1 to 12 with 400 registration fee. We encourage all leaders and blessed families to send participants. For more information, please contact Ms. Marvic Advincola or Mr. Herwin Kalinawan. Next, we would like to remind all our leaders, brothers, and sisters about the Unification Fund for a Heavily Unified Korea. All our blessed families and peace associates are asked to support. For blessed families, per family or individual, and even for unmarried or single members, at least $20, and for peace associates is still at least $20. Deadline of donation is until February 13, 2022. For those who can donate a $1,000 to the Unification Fund, a Heavenly Unified Korea 14-karat gold medallion will be presented as a commemorative gift. You can send your precious donation to the following bank account. We have BPI dollar account, and we also have PNB peso account. Next, in celebration of our beloved True Parents' birthday, the International Headquarters is requesting a special donation to commemorate the 9th anniversary of Foundation Day, as well as other major events such as the World Summit 2022. For blessed families, at least $25. For single adults, at least $10. Deadline of donation is until February 6, 2022. And here's the bank accounts where you can send your donation. We have BPI dollar account and PNB peso account. Please don't forget to send a transaction receipt to our accounting staff, Mr. Sandy Ibo, through his messenger. So that's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sister Yev. Now let us have our closing prayer to be led by our Sister Princess Hyun Lee. Okay, so let's have our unison prayer. 사랑하시는 하늘 부모님, 전지인 참 부모님, 감사합니다. 사랑합니다. Aju, Aju, Aju. Thank you so much. So now let's have our final greeting. Let's have our greeting. Good morning, Heavenly Parents and true parents. To all our leaders, elders, good morning. Brothers and sisters, our Chonbo families, blessed family, good morning. Morning po. Let's have, yes, good morning po.
Thank you so much.
Take care, everyone.
Thank you so much. Morning. Morning po. Morning po from Palawan.
Ay, hello po. Sa Carol.
Sa Carol.
Sa Carol.
Morning po.
Irate. Ang Timor.
Good morning, good morning. God bless us all.
Thank you.
Thank you po sa lahat. Thank you, good morning.
Good morning. See you again tomorrow.
Good morning.
Magandang umaga.
Thank you so much.
So,
Good morning.
nice day.
Good morning.